Welcome back, my friends, to the 628 Dirt Rooster channel, where hobby beekeeping is a way of life. I'm watching my bees on October 9th, watching what they're foraging on. This time of the year, everybody is screaming goldenrod. And that's true. There's a lot of goldenrod around here, but they kind of hit and miss on that. But the one thing that I'm seeing, they are all over. This plant right here is called late boneset, but it's feeding everything from red wasp to honeybees, and plenty of honeybees on it, and every other little thing out here. But red wasp, honeybees, bumblebees are on it. So this stuff is putting out the nectar. It's got a very faint smell to it. Now let's step over here about 150 feet away from that plant. Starts our goldenrod, and it is also covered with honeybees and everything. Flies. Big old girl right here. I'm gonna walk over here in the weeds and see what else I can find that they might be foraging on. There's some little purple flowers over here that I don't think they're on at all, but I'll show them to you. I'm not sure what these are called, but I'll identify them.
Wide awake, all the memories are on replay. I reach for you, but you're thousands of miles away. Every heartbeat, every breath is filled with thoughts of you. I am so lost without you, and I don't know what to do. Sleepless nights, filled with all the things I didn't say, that I will make it okay. Turn back time, never let you slip away. Every heartbeat, every breath is filled with thoughts of you. I am so lost without you, and I don't know what to do.
Look at the moths everywhere. As I'm walking, I'm stirring up 100 moths in this little patch here. I suppose moths forage too. I don't really know what the heck they eat. I know that I have a dyna trap that catches them very nicely. Ooh, I thought I saw a snake. It's somebody's old tennis shoe. This is where I like to keep a notebook of all the things I see bees foraging on, because it's different from year to year depending on the rainfall and some other factors. The heat, humidity plays a role, and I like to keep track of this stuff so that I know what to look for, what not to bush hog coming into fall or in spring or whatever. That's a lot of forage back there that this is on our property. A lot of people have been encouraging me to cut this down. now's not the time. There's a bunch of these little black butterflies over here. So that was a nice little walk through the weeds to check out everything that's looking really good on a fall flow. Historically, we do not have good fall flows, and we always have to supplement feed. This year, I'll just take them and I'll inspect them as needed. I'll feed, but right now they're putting it on. So we'll leave them alone, let them do their thing, let them bring that goldenrod in. I think the goldenrod probably is the biggest producer right now, even though I'm seeing a lot on that late Boneset. I'm seeing a lot of bees working that stuff, but the more prevalent plant, or at least the more visibly prevalent, is the goldenrod, just because it's so bright. But every year they turn the comb bright yellow with that goldenrod, so we'll see what they do. Now on to a more serious topic. Today is October 9th, and as I record this, the bottom of Florida is getting beat up pretty bad, and we have some members who are Florida residents. Our prayers go out for y'all. We're really praying for y'all and hoping the best for you, and all up through the Carolinas and everywhere that got hit that last hurricane that really got tore up. I haven't heard from anybody who had any serious loss yet, so hopefully it stays that way within our little circle. I wish it was that way for everybody, but it can't be that way for everybody. I just we're praying for everybody, and God's will be done. I want to make this short, but I know I'm not going to. So if you feel like you need to click off, yep, he's trying to beep in. Nope. Next year, I'm planning on taking nukes up as part of a hurricane relief effort. So yesterday I was talking with Steve for Hives for Heroes and talking about his program and what they're doing. So he's supporting his Hives for Heroes veterans and first responders in the Florida area, people that are on the program, and probably people that have never heard of it but can sign up after this, who have had bees or maybe just want to get into bees. I'm not too familiar with the ins and outs of his program, but I know you have to be in the program for a while before they cover the expenses. I think that's how it works. But he is really stepping up and has access to a good amount of money to help with his people over there. And there is another organization, I can't remember the name of it, but they've partnered with Man Lake to bring in pollen sub and feed for the hives that do survive, because when a hurricane or tornado or flood, anything like that hits an area, it depletes the area of forage for honeybees, and so that has to be taken care of, or you'll starve out colonies like crazy. So those two organizations are taking care of that now. What I'm thinking about is next year, people that still have equipment or that can source equipment, but now they don't have bees, because there's going to be a lot of queen rearers, and a lot of commercial yards are going to get beat up down there in Florida. A lot of nuke suppliers further north in Georgia and in the Carolinas, a lot of those guys are just not going to have the resources that they have typically. And so this coming spring, haven't worked out all the details because I just thought of this yesterday and just mentioned it to Elizabeth yesterday, but Elizabeth has set up a nonprofit called Mississippi Honeybee Education Exchange, and it's primarily for focusing on education directed towards children and homeschoolers and startup beekeepers primarily. So I said, you know what, and this is a brand new nonprofit she started up that we're working on. I'm helping promote it because I have the social media reach, but it's her baby, and really I'm not even on the board. My name's not on it. Dirt Rooster is out of it. We separated it on purpose. And but I said, you know what, we could run a load of nukes or a couple load of nukes to the hurricane damaged areas to resupply a lot of hobbyists. We could resupply a good amount of hobbyists and get them back on their feet with their bees again. A lot of people are going to be struggling, worrying about a roof over their own heads, much less having bees. That'll just be another one less thing for them to worry about. Yeah. Piece of junk. every time I turn the camera on, somebody starts the lawnmower. Well, this time it's a junk truck. So anyway, that's where my mind is. That's where my heart is. I want to help with the relief effort. And from here, there's not a heck of a lot that I can do at the moment. Me and my brother possibly will be going to Florida to work this hurricane. That's relief-ish. We go handle insurance claims and help get people going again. So in that regard, we're helping in that aspect, but also I want to help the beekeepers, and my only way that I know to do that is to go through her nonprofit to fund the purchase of nukes, because I can't buy enough nukes to do what I want to do. So that's where we're going for next year. I haven't made that public yet. You're the first ones to know, aside from my wife. Just keep your eyes and ears open for what we're going to do with that. And if you want to contribute, or if you're in that area and you need the help, and we can get nukes to you, or if you have a beekeeping business, or if you generally sell nukes and you don't have the nukes to sell this year, maybe we can supply your customers through you, just to keep your business going or whatever. I don't know. That's just some thoughts that I'm kicking around. If any of you have any input that you would like to add on that, message me or email me, or some of you have my number, call me. This year has been an incredible year for us, beekeeping wise. It's been a really good year, probably the most profitable year we've had ever on cutouts, and a good year for the bees as well. But it's taken I won't say it's taken the wind out of my sails, but it has worked me. I've had to earn it, which is not bad. But the older I get, the more I'm thinking, this is a young man's sport right here. So I don't know how much longer I'll be doing cutouts full time. I think I'll always do them to some degree, but I don't know about full time too much longer. So I don't know where this is. I don't know where I'm going with this. Just my brain's working. So yeah, that's it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed getting out there and videoing those bees and those wasps and yellow jackets and bumblebees and carpenter bees and some little things I couldn't identify. Just fun, just incredible stuff. Appreciate y'all. See y'all soon.